Hello Captains, it's me TONIK TZW. We're here in the Plymouth again. I did say I had a couple of Plymouth videos for you. This one was too good not to share. You can see from the splash screen there that it's a pretty big game indeed. And let's get into it, shall we? We're here on Crash Zone. I'm in division with Johnny Rocket, who is currently out in Vietnam, and I think he's playing his PlayStation on, I want to say, 2 coconuts and a piece of string internet, because he's been having a lot of problems with his connection over the last few days. But he's here in the Jaeger, which, as we all know, is a bit of a torpedo monster, and I'm obviously in a radar Plymouth because I want to help him out, and trust me, that radar is going to come up trumps in this one, and red team are going to find themselves at an early disadvantage. But one of the places to keep an eye on is round about DE8, that bottom end of CCAP where the carriers bombers are going over at the moment. I don't know what it is with people, you know, hiding behind islands the whole time, but the guys there are just going to sit and wait to die. Even though there's 3 of them and they've got the carrier support out there, they're just going to play potato games. I can see that I'm probably going to get dropped on right here. So we're going to try and turn into these torpedoes, but no, he's going for somebody behind me. But my AA should do its trick. Now that was risky because I am broadside obviously to the middle of the map. Potentially getting spotted at that stage of the game could have been devastating, as in devastating strike from a battleship from the back of the map. But we're lucky and we get away with that one. Johnny has made his way to the cap, and I was thinking, oh, smoke screen on the cap, 2 of us turn it quicker, and then I remembered that the Jaeger doesn't have smoke, does it? I'm certain it doesn't. I should know, given the amount of destroyers that I play. But there's a key out the back there. We're going to take a shot across the top. We do get spotted, so we're going to slightly adjust our track here. Who is spotting us? Is it something on the left? Is it something on the right? We're going to try and use the islands to drop that spot, and then we are going to see what we need to do here. But the guys now is out there. There's a smoke screen going up. Thankfully, that guy's now looks like he's firing HE, or somebody out there is firing HE, and so I decide that this is not a place that I want to be. The cap is taken. The Gnies now takes a hit. I'm hard spotted again. We're going to pop some shots at that Gnies now. We're still spotted. Are we going to drop detection? This is the thing. We dropped detection there, so there was something in the smoke that was spotting us, but now we're hard spotted again. It's not the Heinrich out there. There's something else here, and I'm thinking, who is it? Who is it? And Johnny is trying to spot for me as well. I'm trying to get 2 turrets onto the Gnies now. There we go. It is the Grom. We popped the radar at just the right time. He's trying to get down a flank. He obviously doesn't understand the fact that smoke does not save you from radar. He is going to learn that lesson today, though, in the absolute hardest of ways. I'm thinking that I'm going to take a shot from the rear. There's a lot of big ships back there, but this is going to give us our first kill of the game. We don't get a first blood, though, and we do get rid of a destroyer. It is one of our cruisers that goes out of the game to secondaries from one of Red Team's battleships. The Wukong is out there. We lose sight of everything else. We can't get onto him, and it's looking rather dangerous on this side of the map. Now Johnny is going to push through the center. He is going to do some spotting. Those 3 guys down there at the bottom end of CCAP are going to sit there and just trade blows. Now honestly guys, I'm sure I've got a video somewhere that just shows how when you push, Red Team can be caught on the back foot, but you need to support each other and use the strengths of your ships and focus fire a single target to get rid of it. You know, don't all be shooting at different targets. It doesn't matter who gets the kill. all you're trying to do is reduce the number of red team ships that are in this game. Now that Heinrich there has got secondaries, we've got a Zeton, we lose our turrets there, that looked like it was a fire, and it's looking kind of bare on this side of the map. There is a destroyer out there on, where's he, I1, he's all the way up the flank. The Zeton is pushing in, and I'm thinking, can I get turned on this island and get some guns on to this Zeton, because he looks like he wants to push into a capture point. He knows the destroyer is behind him. There's a smoke screen there, which I'm guessing is the black. Black has radar, obviously, and our destroyer is pushing into that black, but we are going to get onto this Zeton, try and do what damage we can, constantly aware that the Heinrich is out there too. Johnny has pushed all the way through the center now, and he is going to get those guys spotted, but he's being harassed by the carrier at the same time. I'm going to take a little trip to the beach here, and I was mighty disappointed that there wasn't a bunch of lovely ladies here sunning themselves in their bikinis. But yeah, it just goes to show that even the best of us make mistakes at times. I'm not saying that I'm the best. I'm far from the best, but I've been taking some tips of some other people on how to play the Plymouth, and I was thinking that while I'm stuck to this island, that that Heinrich is going to come round behind me and he is going to slap the living daylights out of me. But I get a little bit lucky here, and we managed to get off the beach, and we're going to get around and turn the corner. Johnny has the Heinrich in his sights, but it looks like he's avoided all those torpedoes. We are going to come around the corner, and I did say this is called hard target. I'm trying to play slightly aggressively, but still being cautious. You'll notice there that we lost one battleship who tried to push forward towards those guys on CCAP. We've got one battleship that has just sat holding position, and the other battleship decided that he's going to nope out of it. So rather than push forward, one of them's died, one's staying put, and one is trying to run. Our carrier, yeah, he's in a safe position, but he is too far back on the map. It's taken him too long to get his planes into action. Now, while Johnny's got that Heinrich spotted, the arcs on this ship mean that I can get shots across the top of him, and we are chipping away at his hit points a little bit at a time. We're watching where our range ring is, because there is a carrier out there somewhere. There is obviously the Zeton, and there is still the black. But let's see what we could do with Mr. Heinrich here. We're gonna lose the ability to shoot at him. We are hard spotted. There's the black 15.9 right on the limit of my detectability. Now, I lost a torpedo launcher early in the game, which is a little bit disappointed, because I don't want to turn into that Heinrich, because he's got torpedoes, he's got sonar, and he's also got a lot of secondaries. Massachusetts out there, I don't want to be spotted by him when I'm flat broadside. But you can see there, across on CCAP, two red team ships are pushing through, the cruisers out on the flank. That other battleship is still parked up against the side of the island. He hasn't moved, and we are what? We're 8 minutes into the game, 7.5 minutes into the game. But here we go, we're going to have to try and get on this Heinrich. Thankfully, somebody takes a chunk of health off him. We have got a really nice reload now. We're going to hit 60,000 damage. That's going to give us a further 4% reduction. We take him out of the game, and straight away the Zeton is out there in front of us. So he is our next target. I've figured out what our destroyer out there is doing, who's between D and E with torpedo bombers above him. He's running around trying to find himself an aircraft carrier kill. But I think, no, is it still alive? I don't know. I have no idea where he's at. But we are going to sail into this cap. We're running our sonar because we know there is a black here. The Zeton is wanting to get all of his secondaries on. There we go, 11.2 kilometers. We're already in secondary range. but I don't have HE, so we can't force him into a damage control and light him on fire again. We've got to play sensible. We've just got to stay focused on this target. We're running Andrew the Lip, which gives us increased AP damage per consecutive hits, and that is really, really going to stack up on this guy. I think I said it in my Kraken video that I am going to upgrade this to a legendary reload mod, because that will give me an extra 5% damage. But the black has just made the worst mistake of his life in popping his smoke screen while he is on the capture point. He is within radar range, but we aren't going to give him the opportunity with 30 seconds left on our sonar, which is going to give us warning of torpedoes. And Divvy bloke there, who was running around the outside of the map trying to find a carrier, has found himself staring back to the port screen, and he's off to go and ruin somebody else's game by not playing a destroyer the way destroyers are meant to be played. But we're on the cap. There is the black. He also doesn't understand that radar doesn't protect, or sorry, smoke screens don't protect you from radar. Our secondaries are going, our main guns are going, and this guy is going to disappear back to port as well. Now our sonars run out, so we're going to have to get bow in to where he was, just in case there are torpedoes coming. We're on 4 kills and 104,000 damage, so we've got a 6% reduction in our main battery reload. Johnny is trying to flip a cap back. There's the torpedoes that I was expecting. Got lucky not to take one on the side. But we are going to push back, and we are going to support Johnny Rocket. So even though we're in division, we've had to split and play 2 different games in this one, purely because of the way things were working out for the team. Red team haven't got a destroyer. We have the advantage. The Enterprise takes out, I want to say, it was their carrier, but I don't know. I didn't see what it was there on the screen. But 3 ships placed 2. We've got just under a 300-point lead, and now that we're controlling 2 caps, because the Massachusetts has just sailed back onto Charlie Cap where Johnny is, we are going to increase that lead on points. The cruiser way out there on the flank, he's out of the game. Johnny did call and say that he was low health, and we're going to play this game a little bit too well, but we are going to take some damage because there is the Massachusetts. We fire our guns just as he disappears from sight, but I'm sure he's going to turn his attention to us because we have given him a lovely flat broadside as we pick up a double cap reset. The carrier is trying to bomb him. He puts his main guns at me. Those ones are going to miss. We get 1 shatter out of those. So now it's time to kite away and see if we can get rid of this Massachusetts. But we're going to drop behind cover because Johnny has got him spotted. This guy is going to be ducking and weaving left and right. Confederate medal for me, and if you don't recall, that is 20% damage to at least 6 ships in the game. We pick up a high caliber, that is at least 30% of the overall hit points of red team. So we've certainly worked for this one. The Massachusetts is still weaving around, and I think, can I just sit behind that hill and chip away at them? I've got a little bit too much speed, and if I was to slow down here, I'd then have to back up and lose the opportunity to put even more damage onto this guy. So we are going to push out, but we're also going to turn away. We're going to keep that chitin going, and I'm thinking, you know, kill this Massachusetts. We've got ourselves a Kraken, and a pretty good one at that. Waiting for the guns to clear. We are hard spotted. He's turning to get away from the torpedoes. He takes one. Remember, Jaeger torpedoes are only low yield. Johnny Rocket was trying to whittle this guy down. We lose about 8k there. Massachusetts slams on the brakes. The reload is going as quick as it possibly can, but we're getting majority of shatters on this one. Even with the build we've got, we're trying to hit that superstructure, but this guy is twisting and weaving, and I'm trying to deal with these floaty shells, and it looks like we are going to get the kill. But no, guess what? The carrier is going to tickle him on the bottom with a torpedo and take away our Kraken. Now, the last ship in the game is the Wukong. He was last spotted on the other side of the map, but unfortunately we haven't got an opportunity to go and hunt him down because we control 3 caps, we're on 995 points, and there are only 5 seconds left in the game. So unfortunately it's Kraken denied on that one, but not before we pick up 140,510 damage, a high caliber and a Confederate, 4 kills and 1 assist. Yeah, that should have been 5. But there we go. Top of the board, 3,799 base XP. I think Johnny did a sterling job there, keeping everything spotted for the team and harassing things with his torpedoes. A well-deserved second place there, just over 1,900 XP. Gosh, it was a hard fight. It was certainly sweaty palms, but if you have enjoyed it, please do consider leaving a super thanks on this video or taking up a channel membership. And of course, while you are here, don't forget, smash the like button, help the channel get promoted, leave me a comment, I'll always try to reply. And as always, until next time, take care of yourselves and goodbye.